faction you're getting rep with. You're earning the trust with the faction currently oppressing them, so you can raise up high enough within it to wreck their plans and earn the faction whose rep you're actually gaining, earn their freedom kind of thing. There's also two other things here. See Wing Commander Ickman and Wing Commander Maverick. These two are actually from Alterac Valley. He's the Horde Wing Commander and he's the Alliance Wing Commander. You summon them in by using the flares. If you don't know that, that's not surprising. The matches are over like that. You know, it's not surprising you don't know about that. I remember hearing on Analog Hole Gaming that apparently there was a game. Christ, just a Netherwing egg just out in the open. Nice. There was a match that went on for a week. Same match, just people kept swapping in and out. Okay, I'm gonna grab this stuff while I'm here. 275? I can't mind that. It's nether site. I've actually no idea on that stuff. I can't mind this adamant. I can't mind this. So I guess that's something special. Okay, I did a rep faction guide to this faction before, but I'm going to be doing it again once I reach Exalted sometime down the line. I kind of based my thing off what I remembered reading about, about this and whatnot, off the wiki and what I have experienced so far. But that's not really the best way of doing it, so I'm not really happy with it. It was much earlier on when I did that, and I kind of regret it almost, because it really wasn't, that good. But anyway, I can explain a bit about the Netherwing eggs. Netherwing eggs, as you can see there, can be found out in the world. I think they can also be found on enemies. But there's one other way they can be found. And let us explore around a little. See, for example, this nether dust bush. You can find an egg in there. I think any ore or bush you find here can drop an egg. Any one. And I want to say you can also get the eggs off of enemies. I swear I have before. But it's been quite a while, so maybe I'm misremembering. Still keep in mind it's I don't remember what I was going to say. Maybe something about RNG. No clue. But yeah, it's basically a bit easier for you to level up this rep faction if you got either herbalism or mining or both, because you can just fly around, gather stuff, and get the chance of getting the eggs that you need to level it up. You can just rely solely on the dailies, or you can grind a bit and get there that bit sooner. There's also one other person that drops eggs. Nether Spite. For whatever reason, it's not listed here, but that doesn't matter. I know. But yeah, the Nether Spite here dropped them, at least once for me. So yeah. That's why I have 2 eggs in my inventory. Actually been meaning to release some videos for a while. Hearing that there's going to be quests taking place in Old War and Karazhan, I played through them for prosperity. So if they quests changed Old War Karazhan, then I still have it. So anyway, I'll just say the egg thing again because I'm actually rather tired and a little out of it, so I'm worried I misspoke. Let me just fly up. Not that anyone's a threat to me, or probably even aggro, but anyway, the okay, the eggs can be found out in the world. It can be a little bit of a nuisance trying to find them, but you've seen the little steam coming off them. Like there's a bit of spark around them, kind of thing. So they aren't completely hidden or inconspicuous. but still, I'm sure it's plenty possible to end up flying right past one. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, you can find them out in the world, or you can get them via mining and skinning. Sorry, mining and herbalism. I'm not sure about skinning. You can also, I believe, find them via killing mobs. I do, and one of the bosses in the Karazhan raid does drop them. Nether Spite. Gave me 2. Also, you know this tabard I have on me right now? If you want to get that... Actually, no, sorry. For whatever reason, I thought that was something to do with here, but I'm not actually sure if it is. There is the name of the tabard. Purple Trophy Tabard of the Illidari. Google that and see what you get. Also, there is one other part to this area, the Netherwing mines. And in here in the mines, you find plenty of enemies to kill. And these Black Blood of Draenor, which honestly sounds like something related to an old god, because there is a Black Blood of Yogg-Saron, and well, that's Black Blood of Yogg-Saron, an old god. So Black Blood of Draenor makes it sound like it's somehow associated with, you know, an old god. But there, beyond the Sea Toon being summoned over there at Eclipse Point, or the Sea Toon lookalike, there's nothing else related to the old gods here. But anyway, you can get, I want to say you can get some nice things from the, sludge, but I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, what's this? I got 5 nether mine flare hides. Okay. Oh, actually, I remember now. One other thing about this about this faction is, and if we head back on up, you can also get quests based on your professions, and if you have none, you get your you get one based on your lack of professions. Since I now have mining, I can show you the mining one. Yeah, no. He says I've gone beyond manual labor, so he's not new for me. Then just gives me manual labor. Alright, even though now I'm mining. But maybe my mining is a high enough level for the netherite ore around here, so it won't give me anything. But anyway, I think you can get quests off this NPC there, the Den Mother, by killing her, but I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, if I was doing a proper guide on this, I would actually be looking into it. I've long since done the quest, so I can't exactly get it off her again. So anyway, just keeping an eye out for actual usable ore. But anyway, yeah, I think I've said all I was going to say about, like, I've told you about the eggs that can be found in the world, or via mining and herbalism, and possibly from killing enemies. And there was that one boss in Karazhan, and I was showing you about the, you know, there's the mines with the slimes. I want to say I got an egg off one of the slimes, but it's an incredibly rare drop. And I don't remember if there's anything really beneficial from the slime covered bits, or whatever I was opening. Sludge covered bits. I think you could get some nice, but I can't remember. Those flare hides I got, I think those will be given in to the quest giver, you know, the manual labor guy, if you had skinning. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything else. Anyway, you know, if, like I said, sometime down the line I'll be doing a proper full video on this faction, so I'll just, you know, I can look at, get all the information together for that. You know, this is just something I was just saying, like, oh, here's something I vaguely remember. You know, nothing more than that. To remember it better, but I'm also substantially tired than I realized. And this is the person you give the egg to. Here, I'll read the quest. We don't need those eggs to get into the wrong hands, Palnai. Bring me any additional eggs that you might find. Just remember to keep a low profile and avoid raising suspicion. It's, the merc here is actually on our side. Couldn't have us going in alone trying to infiltrate the orcs. You're a true hero, Palnai. And you can just keep turning this in. And you get 250 rep each time, which is quite nice. So if you don't want to be waiting around for your daily quests, just grind the eggs. And especially if you can get them from any ore, that's rather nice, because that means you can just go round, fly around, grind up the adamantite, and might make a little bit of money off the auction house while getting your rep up. I doubt anyone will be interested in getting netherite. It's probably only useful for the orc quests. Also, for those curious, that is the Dragon Maw clan. They were in the game again in Cataclysm, and I want to say what? In Cataclysm, they were up in the Twilight Highlands on the side of the Horde. Sorry, no, wasn't Warlords? Dungeons. Ubers. Yes, it was. It was, Warlords. When Grosh instructed the Iron March Vanguard as to their mission in Azeroth, he urged them to rendezvous with an old ally, whom he knew would be fierce, loyal, and thirsting for vengeance. Zayla, warlord of the Dragon Maw clan. Now as she readies a doomsday weapon in the heart of Black Rock Mountain, our moment for vengeance draws near. But yeah, Dragon Maw clan, actually, if memory serves, has some orcs just wandering around in the wetlands. Or they did once upon a time, at the very least. But then again, it's been quite a while. Maybe there was some other different group. I don't remember. But I swore there was Dragon Maw clan people down there. But anyway, they get brought into the Horde for a bit. Then at least some of them splinter off and go rogue. So yeah. Can't remember the original point I was getting at, but there you go. Honestly, I'm going to call quits in a moment and go get some sleep. I'll just go grab these. And I might be able to send her on a mission. And I can also toss up another 2 bits of food just to study. What's this? Beacon of Virtue. Oh. Alright. Grab this. Alright, done. Grab it. What's the cooldown on this now? 1 minute 67. Can reduce it a bit further with this. I know how much I'll reduce it by, but whatever. Christ, that's loud. Don't want that turning up in my video. I'm just end up paranoid that like, whoever owns that phone jingle would be like, oh, let's sue him for it, or let's sue him for it appearing in a video. I'm not even sure if they could do that, but like I said before, legal stuff is confusing, so it's just like, I remember thinking about it before, mostly as a joke, but Warner Brothers, like, you can't do Let's Play of their videos that are longer than 5 minutes. Like, the videos have to be shorter than be 5 minutes or shorter. And they even took down their own website on copyright claims. So I'm starting to wonder, is even saying Warner Brothers against is somehow infringing on their copyright. I can't remember the original point I was getting at there, but I just wanted to make that joke. If I was to send anyone on any mission, it's probably going to fail. And that's going to take a day 14. You know what? Sure. Just go do that. Be useful. I'm thinking I might toss... Actually, I'm not going to. I've already 12 on the auction house. If they sell out, I'll toss these back up. If they don't, they don't. I'll just go and... 1 second. I'll go and just toss these up on the auction house. They will hopefully sell. I know the True Steel bar sold quite surprisingly, in all honesty. I honestly did not think they would sell, and they even sold quite high. It was like 20 gold for each bar. So I have no idea where that portal leads, or it's meant to lead. You just can hop through it, and when I say hop through it, you don't end up in a different area. You just literally walk from, like you walk right through the Stargate without a teleporting kind of thing, Oh God. I think I was saying something, but I honestly don't remember now. And I just realized I forgot to toss the food up on the auction house. Sorry, not the food. Yeah, it's just kind of get it out of my inventory. I forgot to give the other guy the two bits of food. Doesn't exactly matter. Like, got a couple of days, but it's just kind of a case of, may as well have it up, May as well be standing at attention. Whew. Sorry. Like I said, rather tired. I will be wrapping up now in 1 moment. Just let's go talk to the Pandaren for a moment. Alright. So folks, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I will be back soon. Give me a second. And I will be back soon to record more. But until then, adios. Oh, please let me know in the comments what you're thinking of the series so far. By the time this comes out, it'll be a long bit down the line, and I'll moved on and be after recording a good bit more of it. It's still nice to hear. It's still nice to get some feedback. So anyway, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be back to record more again soon. Till then.